I'm in a mood today. Let's destroy everything. Hey folks, my name is Pravus. Welcome to more Sins of a Solar Empire 2. The game went through a bit of a rebalance recently, especially for the Vasari faction, so I thought today might be a good day to jump back into things and see if we've still got what it takes. I do want to say a big thank you to Stardock for sponsoring today's video. They are currently celebrating the Steam Summer Sale with a nice discount for Sins 2, so if that interests you, I would encourage you to click on the link in the description down below. As far as what game we're going to be playing with today, we are going to be completely randomizing everything, but I will be playing as the Vasari Exodus this time around. If you don't remember, the Vasari are basically a nomadic race. They jump between different star systems, extract everything they can, and then move on to the next one. The reason I want to play as the Exodus today is because they do have a unique technology called the Core Stripper, which if we use that, will literally consume the planet and all of its resources, ruining it for all future generations. Look, we're not exactly the good guys, okay? Not at all, but that's fine. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, let's arrive in this new star system and take over this fairest planet. This is always how the Vasari start out. They have no planets. We arrive, we conquer, and we move on. And on this planet, I'm going to be focusing early on some mining because the Vasari are a very metal-hungry race. We have no use for credits unless we're playing some sort of market shenanigans. And we do need some crystal, but yeah, metal is the big thing. We're going to be eating a lot of this. We also have the added benefit of starting with a bunch of exotic materials, which means if I want to place down a fleet beacon, we could actually get ourselves a second capital ship very early on, which is quite useful for early XP and just clearing out some neutral mobs. Plus, we'll get ourselves the Nano Assembly Factory, which builds every non-capital ship. It does take up 2 slots, though, orbitally, which is a little unfortunate. Get ourselves some basic research up and running, and then, of course, we want to get ourselves some metal extractions. The Vasari are weird in that they do have asteroid extraction and Tier 1 technology, so we can take advantage of this pretty early. And let's see what we're working with over here. Well, I haven't found any planets yet. An ice world? Okay. A volcanic world would be even better, because I do need that metal. But we'll start with some basic asteroids over here, that's fine. Beggars can't be choosers. We did discover a hive asteroid over this direction. Well, that's interesting. Lots of pop growth over there. Plus a frozen asteroid. Huh. Not as good as planets, maybe, but I mean, there's something. Looks like we already know where one of the other players is over here. Alright, so this is going to be some of the advent. If we took this asteroid, we might be able to turn this into a good bottleneck to use against them. Guessing a similar-ish situation against Orange over here. That'll be some of the TEC factions. Might be nice to grab this barren planet if we could. Not as nice of a clean choke point over here. I'm not sure. We'll see. And there is a wormhole as well. Oh, that's always fun. And let's also not forget, as the Vasari, we do have a unique ability for us. Every culture does. In our case, it's going to be the phase resonance. By building up some special resonance gates over here, we can build up some points that we can spend in boosting up our mobility, our combat stats, or some extra utility, all of which end up being quite good, though they do get more expensive as you go. I tend to focus mostly on combat and a bit of mobility, maybe a little utility if I can, but it takes a lot of points to unlock everything, so you kind of have to pick and choose just a bit. I think to start a little mobility wouldn't be a bad idea. We don't really need to worry as much about shields yet. And on our main world, let's go and start building up some labor camps, so we can enslave the local population and put them to work getting me even more metal. Like I said, the Vasari are not exactly what I would call the good guys. Not at all. Now, while we're continuing to get this set up and take more worlds, how do we actually win this? Well, I have a faction objective. As I said, what the Exodus does is they gather up a bunch of materials from whatever star system they enter, and then they move on to the next one. That is going to be the case here as well. We need to get some departure supplies, and then activate 3 of them on ships at a star, and then stay alive for 15 minutes. That is our objective. As far as how we actually get those supplies, that should be down here somewhere in military. There it is, right over here. It's going to take some exotics as well. Yeah, that's fun. Honestly, not even that much of an issue, though. The Vasari have early access to the exotic refinery, too, so we can do all of that. And one of the fun things about playing as the Vasari is you really could go full nomad if you want to. Because we do have some technology down here for things like, let's say, some mobile labs for Empire warfare research, then plus you get things like the planet stripping, and then you actually can just kind of have one giant fleet moving around, eating up resources and kind of building as you go. Kind of crazy, you need a lot of capital ships to make it work, but it is a viable strategy, and they're the only faction that can really do that. And we're already starting to butt heads against another player. Looks like Red wants to come after me. Thank you, Advent. Aren't you fun? I suppose one other fun thing I should mention about the Vasari, which can be also an interesting playstyle, is they have a raider ship, which as you do damage to some enemy infrastructure, you actually do get resources, which is pretty interesting. So in a lot of ways, between their nomadic and raiding kind of culture, you could almost say that these guys are kind of like playing the Mongols. Space Mongols! How are we doing as far as our economy? We're getting 15 metals per second, as opposed to 6.7 for crystals. Not quite good enough, and that's because I'm getting involved in some conflict, and now I can see oranges on their way. Okay. This is gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Oh boy. One good thing about the Vasari, honestly, is that they have a lot of early missile tech, and eventually that becomes less useful as more and more people start getting themselves some point defense, but until they do, it ends up being pretty effective at burning down some ships and punching through some shields. So I do like that. Case in point, the AI apparently is sending some ships over here thinking they can take down some of these platforms, and lo and behold, I have missiles, so they're dying. Not the smartest of things they could be doing right now, but I'm fine with it. You couple that with the fact that, yeah, the Vasari have those raiders, they've also got some of the best early game frigates and corvettes available. Like, they're just meant for rushing. Now, that's their whole thing. If I could actually just build up my economy a bit faster, I would more than happily try to knock out a player a little bit early, because that would be very effective. Also, we have a couple of interesting support ships with these guys. We've got ourselves the Overseer, which reduces the amount of damage enemy fleets can do. So reduces, like, everything by 15% or something. It's kind of wild. We've also got the Fabricator Cruiser, where as we literally destroy enemies, we'll be able to start scrapping them for materials. So you kind of see a pattern here. Like, the more I fight, the earlier I fight, the harder I fight, the better we are going to be. How strong do we think Orange is at this point? They just brought a bunch of ships over here. I don't know. I've got 400th fleet power. They probably have more we're not seeing somewhere. I'd love to knock out their capital. Last I saw, they were fighting against Yellow. Maybe now is not a bad time to just try to put the screws on them. See if we can't burn this down. Oh, it's not that bad over here. We might be able to take this out before they can really turtle down. Remember, the TEC are usually really good at hunkering down and being difficult to kill, but if we're fast enough here, maybe we can do something. I mean, they do have a fair bit of fleet power here, so, like, I might be getting a little ahead of myself, but let's see. Not losing a lot of ships so far, looking pretty good even. Might be a good time to start building some more capital ships for myself. We can get ourselves a Devastator. That's basically like a battleship. I like that. One capital ship going down. We've got some bombardment ships just now starting to arrive, so we can start hitting their planet. Come on, Ra Shalom. You're so going down. Just got to keep an eye on my own capital ships and make sure they don't go down, which so far, they're holding together okay. The Vasari also have pretty good, like, armor regen, which is nice. Very good in combat. Yeah, I'm losing basically nothing out of this arrangement so far. This is going out great. And I think the other players are so busy bothering with each other so far, they're leaving me alone. So this is kind of the optimal situation. We're looking good so far. But how much longer do I need to go until I find those dang core strippers? That's what I really want. Yeah, there it is. All right, we need to get to Tech 4. Yeah, taking more worlds would certainly help with that. I need a lot more research. Let's see, what's this? Interesting. They want to have an alliance, huh? We could consider something like that. Yeah, at least temporarily. I accept a ceasefire so we don't have to worry about Yellow is good. Man, this planet is taking forever to burn down, though. It is level 13, to be fair. They built quite a lot on it, so this is gonna hurt. But there we go. All right, one player eliminated. That was easy. And now I have the ability to drain a planet. Wish I had this just a little bit ago, but this is the ultimate for my starting ship. Kind of a colony ship, I guess. It's very heavily armed compared to other ships, though. But by doing this, we're going to be able to start draining planets, and that's going to do a bunch of damage as well as give me a whole bunch of resources, which seems pretty great. Just can't colonize over here, unfortunately. We need Terran occupation for that, and I don't have it. Oh, what's this? Yellow's come in to try and clean up the job. Well, thank you for delivering yourself unto me. Oh, wait, I have a ceasefire with Yellow. What am I doing? I don't have to kill these guys at all. Oh, that's a weird problem to have. I don't think I've ever had that, actually, in this game. Weird. So who's next on the chopping block? Well, we can get ourselves up to tier 3 for research. I think we go ahead and boost up our supply. Resources are looking pretty good now, so I should be able to start building out a really massive fleet. That's the plan, anyway. So let's go see if Red is even alive. They may have been killed by Light Blue already. Yeah, it looks like they might have been. Well, that's fine. Oh, hello. We found a bunch of your ships. Nice. Let's get them. Whoop, 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 whoop. They say, run away! Well, we'll see how well that works out for you. Did some damage. I like what I see. Good. We'll grab this. Thank you. Mine now. And I'm going to grab over here and get this desert world. This is probably taken as well, and it'd be nice grabbing that too. Well, looks like this world is actually abandoned for some reason. Huh, weird. I guess they destroyed it and didn't research what it took to actually colonize it, so it's free real estate. Hey, I like that. Oh, shoot. But now light blue is going around marauding through my territory. Oh, annoying. All right, we're gonna have to find a way to deal with you. Thankfully, yellow really is keeping true to their word and staying out of the way. It'd be tempting to come over here and just try to kill blue this way. We're not even that far away from their base. If they really want to run around over here and waste time, I guess we could. We could do a base race. I think that's relatively safe for us as the Vasari. We're really fast compared to them. I've got a lot of defenses already entrenched. Why not? I mean, I've got enough missile turrets over here that we're actually going to start knocking out a lot of their capital ships. This is going to be costly for them. That's not even worth... Dude, do you see how much damage we just did with those things? Dude, not even slightly worth it, dude. The most you're going to do is knock out one of my Xeno Relations Centers because apparently you don't like me making nice. So not worth it. Yeah, let's go for the kill here. Oh, he's got a starbase, though. Scary, but it's got, like, no modules on it. Therefore, it's not a problem. Although it did just occur to me, if I do go on a base race and destroy all of light blue's stuff, which I totally can do, by the way, because I am apparently a capital ship-slaying god, then I won't have it really used for the core stripper, and that would kind of defeat the entire purpose of this run, wouldn't it? So I probably don't even necessarily want to do that. So you know what? I'm just going to kind of hold my position, and then I'm going to say, screw you. You can just sort of rot in your own little corner. That's your problem. I just need to get myself like 2 more civilian points. What if we just put that on our ships directly? Although, I just realized I need to get Quarnium too, don't I? Right, where's Quarnium? There it is. Quarnium forging. Okay, fine. We'll get that going, then we'll start doing core stripping. There's the Quarnium, good. We can start forging this. Okay, we have core stripping technology ready to go. So this will be my new fortress. Let's start dismantling. Where do we want to do that first? Tell you what, we're just gonna go straight for your capital world. Screw it. Let's just go straight there and just rip it apart. Rip it to pieces! Honestly, we shouldn't even need... Oh, hang on, they're coming to me. We shouldn't even need things like Titans and stuff in this particular game. I think we're in a position where we're gonna win this pretty easily. So he's popping in right over here. Let's just go ahead and say, hello! Welcome to the party, boys! You're super dead. Yeah, that capital ship's going down in no time flat. Ooh, he's shredding through a whole bunch of my small ships, though. Tell you what, I'm not appreciating that. Oh, he actually destroyed one of my ships! No, I liked that one. No. Well, that sucks, but oh well, it's fine. It's only fair, I suppose. Oh, shoot. Hey, looks like yellow's already here. Well, ain't that nice. Go destroy the dang planet and occupy it before anyone else can, please. Thank you. Gotta make sure that I'm the first one to colonize it, which we should be able to do right now. Launch. Thank you, mine. Okay. So the way this works is we don't actually have to, like, have a ship or anything tear the planet apart, though that was certainly an ability I could have used. Instead, all we have to do is go to our empty planetary slots and say, hey, let's go ahead and use a core stripper. It doesn't cost me much, just a couple hundred metals, and it's gonna strip out like 10,000 metals, plus another 7,500 crystal, plus some exotics. And eventually this world will be completely and totally useless. So all we have to do is hold on to these planets long enough to strip them for all they're worth. That's it. It's easy. An asteroid, of course, is worth substantially less, but still, 3,200 metals? This is why the Vasari are basically capable of being pure nomad if you want them to be. They'll just, like, literally just strip entire planets, and that will fuel an entire economy. As long as they have mobile production going with them, they're practically unstoppable. It's kind of hilarious. Anyway, if I recall, my overall objective was to get myself some, departure stuff, right? There it is! Just need to start getting ourselves some departure resources. Top priority, please! Gosh, I really wish I could just go kill this yellow fleet, though. Just because I feel like that would be the best thing to do. They're gonna betray me any second now, and y'all know it. Yep, see, told you. Literally a second later. Literally a second later. All right. All right, that's how you want to play it. We'll deal with you. Come here. I knew you were a fool. I'm going to strip all these planets down for all they're worth. In the meantime, this planet is about to go bada boom. Yep. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, so long, suckers. Nice knowing you. This is the Vasari way, extracting them for literally all they're worth. Unapologetically. So can I build out those supplies now? I think we should be able to. It's supposed to be some sort of a ship item. Where are you? Does it have to go on, like, Titans or something? It doesn't say that, but that would be interesting if so. Maybe it has to be on these command ships. That could be. Let's build one up. To be honest, it's been a while since I've tried anything along these lines. I've never actually done the Vasari unique ending, so we're learning as we go here. Though I will say, so far, I feel like I don't need it at all. We are god-tier powerful right now, for real. God, this is almost too easy, though, seriously. I just pop in, immediately destroy the planet, and then we just toss on a core stripper, and that's gonna be another, in this case, 5,000 metals, 6,400 crystals. Like, oh man, you don't even have to hold it for very long. Just a few minutes, and you're done. Boom. Oh, looks like Yellow wants to come and play, though. Well, that's cute. And not gonna go well for you. Come here, I got you for sure. Actually, they have a really big fleet, don't they? Okay. This actually might be a little bit trickier than I thought. But we'll still probably win. Just gotta burn through these capital ships like it ain't nobody's business. That's how we win, man. Oh man, he's wrecking my small fleet though, for sure. Whoa! Hello! We got a command ship, all right. I didn't know that was gonna pop up right there. So, you are able to have departure supplies. Guess what I need? 51,000 crystal to build this sucker up. Holy crud, we need a ton of resources. Way more than I thought we were gonna need. Okay, well, oh boy, yeah, we're not as close to finishing this special ending as I thought. Well, if you want to just keep throwing yourself into the meat grinder with no capital ship left, I say go for it, guys. I'm getting all the XP off of you. Whew, okay, that was fun. So, I'm starting to think that maybe we need to literally just strip every single planet, including the ones that I already own. I mean, yeah, sure, we've got a population that's already living on there and stuff, but like, who cares? It's not like they ever did anything useful for me, am I right? So that'll be one supply, and I need 2 more of those, huh? Woohoo! This is fine, though. Ice planets, guess what? You're gonna get stripped. Extending an offer of an alliance. Are you serious? You betrayed me, dingus! I mean, yeah, maybe I could accept it and just go strip the rest of the planets that I own and win the game, but like, no! Out of principle, I refuse. How much can I get out of an ocean planet? A pretty good amount. 10,000 more metals, 7,200 more crystal. It's pretty good. Problem is, it's still nowhere near enough. Man, I need so many supplies. Okay, we should have just about enough to get our next one. What do you mean? Hang on, this says it has too many of this item. Okay. Oh, here's what I'm missing. Okay, yep. We actually need to get to tech level 5. But I can get myself an extra auxiliary, so another command ship, and then we get to tier 5 and get ourselves another command ship. Okay. Like I said, I haven't done this for a very long time, so I'm figuring a lot of it out as we go, but that's fine. Now we know how this works. We're good. It's fine. I mean, I have to get myself another 50,000, 60,000-ish crystal anyway. We got some time to kill. Now, I gotta be careful, because if I actually go to this desert planet right here, I think I accidentally will win the game, which was not exactly my intention, so let's not do that. Don't you dare try to retake this ice planet. I'm in the middle of cracking it open like an egg. Boom! See? Fear Vasari power! There's my next command ship. Of course, we will go ahead and put on another round of supplies. And now's the point where I think I just start cracking open all my other planets. Who even cares anymore? I just need more crystal. What about all the people in your empire who will inevitably die? Yes? And what's your point? At this point, let's go ahead and start repositioning and head toward that star. That's our end goal, right? And for the rest of you, crack. Gotta crack a few eggs. Something, making an omelet, probably, I don't know. Is this necessary to win? Absolutely not. We could have won this a long time ago just by rushing for the capital, but it's fun. And boom. All right, that's another bunch of systems done, and we have more than enough materials now. See? All according to plan. You can have this star system, Yellow. I don't even care anymore. All I needed was to fuel the Dark Fleet so I can move on. In a way, this is kind of the best of all worlds for you. You're gonna get an entire sector to yourself. I mean, yeah, most of the worlds are destroyed. And for the sake of just theming, I'm gonna destroy a few more, but that's beside the point. Oh, you think you're gonna get this little planet all to yourself, do you? You think that my back is turned and I'm not paying attention at all, and surely this will be a conquest worthy of your time. You are a fool! You get absolutely nothing! So, at this point, we're just sitting here. Like, literally, we just have to sit here for 15 minutes and not lose the game. That's it. That's all I gotta do. Doesn't really seem that unreasonable. I am losing all of my satellites and research points because we kind of destroyed everything. Whoops. So what you gonna do, Yellow? Gonna do anything about it? Do you even know what's happening? Have they received an alert that I'm in the middle of charging my way out of here? Oh, a ceasefire. No. Just a few more asteroids to explode up over here. Thanking you. And in just a few seconds, the charge is complete. Hooray! Finally, we leave this stupid system and move on to the next one, where the process repeats on and on and on again as the Vasari continue to move the Dark Fleet. Why do they go? I don't even know, man. I don't even know, but they must do so. Like I said, guys, space Mongols. We just, like, literally just burn everything down and then move on, and we don't even check to see how people fare afterwards. It's like, we don't even care, man. I got what I wanted. Raise it to the ground. Bye-bye. We honestly did pretty good for ourselves as far as our fleet power, which is one of the reasons we were so competitive. Sure, light blue eventually overtook us, but then they collapsed. Then yellow overtook us, but then they collapsed. We really did fine pretty much the entire game. The fact that I had this many ships this early on let me be so aggressive early on. The Vasari are good, man. They're really good for that early aggression. Gotta love it. And quite frankly, like, our ships were practically unkillable. I'm amazed. I'm amazed at how effective this was. They really could not stop me. And this is after the Vasari just got nerfed a little bit to be more balanced, and they're still really good. I'm not sure I like them better than my precious TEC, but I will say the Vasari are a very competitive choice. Well, thank you all very much for watching this skirmish of Sins of a Solar Empire 2, and thanks again to Stardock for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to pick up the game during the Steam Summer Sale, it is 50% off, so I would recommend you pick now of all times to do so. Otherwise, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.